Oh yeah, time for another review. MacEvElli85.
How y'all doing out there? It's MacEvElli85 coming in again with another video. And I do appreciate you guys tuning in again. I just wanted to take a couple of minutes of your time and talk about the stance that we're in today as a community of gamers who have a plethora of games that we do play, obviously, on Xbox Live or PlayStation Network. And, we keep it up. We damn near have another life online. And there's a lot of things that make being online so much more fun and so much more like you can do it. You can damn near do it every day, and it's something new. It's some type of conversation, it's some type of friend that you may have that you speak to that may be across the globe, or maybe in the United States somewhere, maybe not in your state, or maybe in your state. But the reason and my point is that we as gamers, we take simulation gaming and we take our games that we play, we take them to heart, because obviously we put our hard-earned money into the games, and what we expect out of them is what we are told to believe in its commercials, and told to believe, once they give us a demo and they give us the product, and they let us try it out to see if we may be interested in buying the retail version. I played games for a good amount of my life, and the online aspect is something that I've taken advantage of this past year or so. I never really experienced it. I never knew of the depth of just getting to know people without even seeing their faces, without even really knowing their names unless they tell you or you ask. People have their own personas that they can create, and the community accepts it. The people that we accept it, or I accept my friends for who they are, and I don't really care what they do and where they work unless they tell me. Like I said, these are the things that you know that we are subjected to, but not really find any interest in. And I think it's way deeper, like the relationship that you build online. And when it comes to the games that we do play, be it a first person or even a sports game of our choice, we want the excitement. We want to get away from our realities. A lot of people are going through a lot of things in their lives, and not to say that it's going to be necessarily bad or it's necessarily good, but we go through things in our lives, and when we get online and when we talk to our friends, we want to get away. We want to get away from all the stressors and all of the things that are really holding us down mentally and maybe even physically. So when I meet and I talk to my buddies online, when we express our feelings through the chats and the parties that we're in, it's way deeper. It's a connection. No pun intended, but we are actually connected. We are connected because the people that you hang around with, they give you a certain viewpoint of their lives. Willingly or unwillingly, you accept it or you put them on mute. But you take a part of a person's life when you talk to them, when you get to know them, and you play them in games, and you're expecting to see them, after you may get off work, or after you may get off your trials of the day. You want to get away. So when we ask as consumers to supply us with something that'll please our eyes, and basically our thirst for what we lack in our realities, we want the full product. And basically what I'm trying to get to, and I don't want to point out any companies, because I don't want people to feel like I'm just bashing one company more than another company, or less than the company that I am talking about. I'm not even going to say the company's name in this video. I'm just going to speak in general terms. sensible terms. Like, what do you want? I mean, do you get on your console, be it PSN or Xbox Live? Do you get on, just to get away, or do you actually get on because you take pride in the games that you pay for annually, or maybe a new release, but the game that's been sold to you commercially, or commercial that you found interest in, now you want to get away and actually be able to do what the game says that it's going to allow you to do when you sit down in the confines of your home and you actually do it. What are we paying for? What are we paying these companies for to annually drop a product that's half produced? And then for us to complain, I mean, we're not satisfied. A hungry man is going to keep eating until he is full. We are not full right now. We are thirsty. We are starving for something revolutionary. They tell us that it's revolutionary, but and it's playing and us making videos and going through different type uh, uh, of comparisons. Yes, one game may be more older than the newer game, but if you can still relate with the new game, or relate the new game to the old game, is there much of a change? I'm not a real deep person as far as getting into a certain game and just ignoring everything, but when I do play a game, I'm usually high. I mean, I'm usually relaxing, and I'm winding down for my day. So when I want to get on a game, be it sports, first person shooter, RPG, I'm expecting that game to do what it says it's going to do. I watch sports, and I watch basketball, I watch football, I watch soccer, I watch hockey, I watch a lot of different type of things. So when I get away in a game that I'm told that is going to be true, or true to what I see, I expect it to live up to its word. And if it doesn't, that's fine. But understand that my attitude when the game comes back around again, if it's recreated, it's going to be a little offish. I'm not going to be willing to put my neck out there just for it to get, chopped off, or my head to be cut off completely, and I won't be able to think, because I'll go crazy with the disappointments that I'm already seeing in something that I know that isn't true to the game. At Simheads United, Digital Pigskin, and the likes of, all we do is bring awareness to what we do. We're hardworking men, women, young women. We do this to get away from our realities. And the point that I'm trying to make today, before I end this video, and I appreciate you guys staying with me again. What do you want in your games? What gets you away from your reality? If you're satisfied with what the likes of the companies that we do, the games that we do play, are you satisfied? If you are satisfied with the products that they're giving us, fine, stay on the path. But I'm walking on another path right now. I'm going against the grain because I have that right, and because I'm not satisfied mentally. And it's just like the things that we're made to believe are true and are the best quality. I mean, to all of those companies, we're not dumb anymore. We're not gonna be fooled by the gimmicks, So I ask everybody before I end this video to just don't be fooled by the gimmicks. Persevere and stay persistent on the goal, on getting us a better game. Being it basketball, being it football, being it any type of game that you play, and you're not satisfied with the quality that they're giving you. You got to think for your own people. Think for yourselves in a way that it'll make the companies and the likes of respect our words. I mean, if we can't get a census, if we can't get some type of way that we all can put our voices in and be heard, well, give me a way to talk to someone who's in link and who can talk to you and who could talk to the companies or the developers and who actually listens. Not saying that the people that I speak to listen, but it just seems like there are a lot of things that take precedence on their attitudes. You know, I believe if we're all in the same position, looking up from the same position, you know, I think our feelings would all be as equal